What is up, YouTube? My name is Eben, and I finally get to give you my announcement, which I've been kind of hinting at on Twitter for the week. If you haven't been around for that, well then, you know, I'm sorry, but you get to find out now. This vlog video got delayed because of this weekend, and Comic-Con turned out to be not the greatest place to shoot. I couldn't really find a spot or a time in my schedule, and by the time I got home on Sunday, I just wanted to give y'all a really nice quality video more than just shoot it out to have it on time. I decided I wanted to go ahead and do it that way. So that is what I am doing. But you and me, we are making a team. We are making a team that I've decided to call the Antarctica Regigigas. Now I know right now you're sitting there kind of going, at me probably, or there's probably there's one person out there going, yeah, okay, and I like you, person, whoever you are, and the rest of you, I hope you come on board. Here's the explanation. I am, for the uninformed, I am a huge fan of the GBA. If you don't know what the GBA is, that's the Global Battle Association. They're on YouTube. I will put a linky thing down below in the description. Check them out. If you have any interest in Pokemon in its video game format, or you really know anything about it, even if you're not actively pursuing it, basically, in a nutshell, what they do is they have taken Pokemon like singles format, 6v6, and turned it into like a draft format, more like sports, like baseball kind of. And that's really cool. And all the teams like have joke names, they're Pokemon names that are jokes, and they kind of don't take themselves too seriously in that regard. But like the play is a really interesting style of play. It's really creative. There are a lot of other leagues like the EXPNU and the TBU and stuff like that that are very similar. They just finished season 5, and they're about to go to playoffs. It's pretty exciting. They have a lot of major big name YouTubers and whatnot on there, but I'll let you go check that out. If Pokemon video game is not a thing for you, that's cool. I know some of you aren't into that, and that's okay, but that's where I got the inspiration from this. But basically, they take, real teams and kind of like play off their names. And, those are the teams that essentially draft the players, which are the Pokemon and so on. So I really wanted to be a part of that, and I still want to be part of that. If you are from the GBA and you are watching this, I want to be a part of that. Now, I know that I haven't really put out much content in the way of VG, and it's been something that I'm really working on to improve, but it's not something that's been seen on the channel. So you're probably going to be like, well, I love you, but you don't have a lot of subscribers, and you don't seem to have a lot of inherent talent for that. But that's part of what we're going to be, because you'll notice that we are the Antarctica Regigigas, which is kind of like, don't think they've got any real athletic teams, but that's part of the point. So I was looking around for like different places and nearby cities and stuff like that, but there are a lot of teams, especially in the other leagues, that I'm not necessarily familiar with, or that might become a thing before we become a thing. So I didn't want to accidentally share a team name with somebody or step on somebody else's feet or something. So I thought, you know what, fine, we're going to pick a team from a place that's like no one ever would have a team or think to make up a team for. And I thought, well, okay, playing the odds, where's the first place that comes to mind? Antarctica, not exactly heavily populated. In fact, I've learned some things about Antarctica now. Interesting facts about Antarctica, like you can't go there unless you have your wisdom teeth and your appendix removed. Interesting things. But they never have a population of like more than 5,000. But basically, it is an international. I've had too much fun with this. It is like an international place where like a bunch of countries lay claim to it, and it's basically all just for people who go there for the sake of research and to better themselves and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I'm into that sort of thing, as you might have guessed. And I thought, that's kind of what I want to make the team concept that I'm getting to. I'm building up to it. I am so excited about this. I want it to be about bettering ourselves, about coming together and making something awesome of ourselves. And it's going to be for the people who love the game for the sake of the game, who go the extra mile and go through the difficult and the crazy to make things happen. The really dedicated people, dedicated in here, And I'm also shooting this extremely tired, so it may show through. I'm sorry. But I just, I've done a lot of outtakes, and I just want this to kind of be from the heart. So that's what this is. This is from the heart. That's what I wanted the vlog to be. So yeah. But basically, I thought, okay, Antarctica, that's cool because it's really international. It represents lots of people coming together. I like that. And I picked Regigigas partially because I figure nobody's ever going to pick Regigigas, but I also thought, he's the perfect mascot in a way, Because for those of you who aren't familiar with Regigigas in the video game, he is a much maligned legendary. While he's got an amazing set of stats and what you could debatably call a good typing, he is burdened with a gloriously horrible ability called Slow Start, where for the first 5 turns of battle, his attack, which is his leading good stat, and his speed are both cut in half, which makes him rather atrociously bad. Now after 5 turns though, his slow start kind of wears off, and his stats all go back to normal, and he's pretty amazing. But that's such a horrible handicap that he's sort of the nobody, the horrible, poked at. You could have been good except for this thing, but you just don't fit in guy. And I feel like those are the people I want to represent, and that's who we are. We're going to be for the last placers, for the nobodies, for the middle of the pack forgettables. And not just in Pokemon, but kind of in life. The rejects, the geeks, the nerds, the nobodies. That's going to be us. And I think there are very few mascots who represent that better than Regigigas. And I got all kinds of cool stuff kind of planned out for the team. I'm going to do press conferences and all this crazy stuff before events just to kind of, for fun, but also so that you guys can kind of be a part of this. And I'm playing for you. We are a team, and I am building teams and decks for events to represent us. And hopefully that will be something that inspires you to try harder because you are part of a community. You're part of something bigger than yourself. That's what I want this to be. So that's what we are. We are the Antarctica Regigigas. We've already got a logo. I want to get some more professionally stuff done because I can only do so much with my resources. But yeah, I think I've kind of gone on long enough, but I'm excited about this. I want to see how far we can take this. And I'm going to get the heck out of here because I think I've talked about it enough. I hope you're as excited as I am. If not, at least be excited at the fact that I'm excited. And severely sleep deprived, but I'm always severely sleep deprived. So yeah, regular content to resume this week. Of course, this is just going to be extra. It's not replacing anything. So anyway, till next time, like, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter if you haven't already. Link is below in the description, and I will see you next time.